Well, good morning, everyone. I'm Lieutenant Governor Susan Bysiewicz, and I'm standing here at Veterans Park at the Willowbrook Park, where behind us is a testing site that is being run by Genesis Diagnostics. We want to thank the City of New Britain for helping us to stand up this testing site, because we know although our positivity rate has declined somewhat, yesterday we had a 16.55% positivity. We've seen a decrease in the number of people in the hospital, 1,805 people in the hospital. So these are good signs that COVID-19 is plateauing. Nonetheless, we still have 16.55% of our family members, colleagues, friends, and community members who are testing positive for the virus. So we know we need more testing. We wanted to encourage people to come out to the New Britain testing site, and it will be open from 11 to 6 Monday through Friday, and open Saturdays 10 to 3. You see cars are already waiting for the site to open. Today it'll be open at 11 due to the snow, but we really appreciate the City of New Britain's efforts and the efforts of our National Guard to help people get tested. It's important to remember that there really are a couple of things that you can do to prevent getting the coronavirus. Of course, wear a mask when you are inside or around people, and also to get vaccinations, because almost 69% of the people who are in the hospital right now are unvaccinated people. So we want to encourage people, if they feel sick, if they've been around someone who has COVID-19, to please get tested. You can come right on down to Willowbrook Park and get a free test. I'm very happy to be joined by one of our colleagues from the state legislature, who is himself a medical doctor. So Dr. And State Representative Petit, please say a few words and also introduce your son.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. This is young William, who got a free day off from school. I guess we'll pay the price in June with an extra day. This is be very convenient for people in central Connecticut and the 22nd District. As everybody knows, we've seen a big surge over January with the Omicron variant, and testing was tough for a while. We were looking for a test for a family member a couple weeks ago and had to make multiple phone calls over several days. So the addition of this test site, I think, is very helpful. If you have symptoms and you're not sure about going to work, going to school, you need to quarantine anyway, but if you get a negative test, you're able to return sooner. If you live with people who are over 65 or immunocompromised, it'd be nice to know if your test is positive or negative, so that you can make the appropriate decisions in concert with your healthcare provider. So this is a great, easy place right off of 72, 71, and 9 for people in the New Britain and surrounding areas. So if you need to be tested, come on down 10 to 6 Monday through Friday, and or 11 to 6 Monday through Friday, and 10 to 3 on Saturday. So thank you, Lieutenant Governor, for pushing this through and setting up this site here.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Channel 3, let me ask if you have any more questions from the folks back at the office or from you.
Dr. Penn, I just wanted to put on your doctor hat for a second, and could you just talk about the importance of testing, the importance of vaccination, the importance of that?
Well, the testing is helpful. Obviously, when people have symptoms, they need to quarantine per the CDC guidelines for at least 5 days now. But if you have a negative test and become asymptomatic, you may be able to return earlier, depending on what your school or business policy is. As Lieutenant Governor noted, the highest rate of intensive care unit and hospitalization, et cetera, have been in the unvaccinated, and it seems to follow the pattern of the people who become the sickest are the unvaccinated, and that followed by the people who've had 2 vaccines, followed by the people that have had 1 vaccines, and the people who have 2 vaccines and the boost tend to have the lowest risk for hospitalization and other ill effects. Clearly, those over 65, 75 or immunocompromised sometimes have issues regardless of vaccination status. So if you have folks around you in your family that are older and are immunocompromised, please be very cautious of them because they remain at risk at all times as compared to, say, someone like my son who's 8. The children remain at very, very low risk.
And Lieutenant Governor, can you talk about these testing sites? How many there are, how many they're going to be? We haven't got a week
Yes.
now we're getting back to it.
We've already opened a testing site in Vernon that has been seeing very high volumes of people getting tested. I visited that particular site on Tuesday, and it is our goal to set up 6 of these testing sites that are state-run around our state in different geographic areas. So these are the 2. It takes our Department of Public Health about a week to stand up new sites. So stay tuned. We will be announcing an additional 4 sites over the next week or so.
And once again, the hours for this one?
And so the hours for the Willowbrook Park, New Britain site, testing site, are 11 to 6, Monday through Friday, Saturday, 10 to 3. So please come and get tested if you're feeling ill or you've been around someone who's been tested positive for COVID-19.
Thank you all very much.
All right.
you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.